Our adventurers, being the seasoned giant fighters they were, took the job as it was on their way to Felbar. We rejoin them now as they launch their surprise attack on the giants after finding them hunkering down in a cave a few hours off the road.
All right. So, after that damaging surprise round of combat, we'll now go into rolling initiative.
Oh, hot damn.
Damn, this is my jam.
Oh, initiative, yeah.
I will not be going first.
What? Zorkon rolled low?
What?
What?
What happened to the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
It's time for them to chill out.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
The target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a save for a failed save, the target takes 1d6.
Okay. Constitution saving throw?
Yes, it's instant. Yeah.
God, that's cold.
Do I still have to roll?
You still roll the damage.
Oh, okay.
So you're basically dealing damage no matter what. He just gets to see if he can negate half of it or not.
Yeah.
That is a 21.
What?
You said Constitution, right?
Yeah, but you're not supposed to roll that fucking high, my dude.
Yeah. Okay. Bonus action?
Right.
There's no fucking bonus actions besides wild shape.
Run away!
Wild shape's a pretty good bonus action.
It's got to check.
Nah.
Who said rage?
All right. Boar?
I would like to rage.
When Boar says down puppy, them's big words for someone in shield charging distance.
Okay. The first one's going to move up behind, and it can just reach you over the head of the Hellhound. So
Natural one. Natural one. Hit the dog. Hit the dog.
So 2 great sword attacks at you.
Oh.
That is the first one is going to be a 27 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Somehow. Fucking obliterate.
All right.
Is not worth. Oh, there it goes.
Let's see. That is 23 points of slashing damage, halved to 11.
11.
Whoo!
That's fine.
And
That's cool.
And at this point, you see the other giant pick up a rock, like a large boulder, probably about half of your size, but like just fits snugly in his fist. And he just chucks it straight at you.
So wait, is he able to hold the shields and throw stuff?
Well, no, you see him put the shield to the side and bend down and pick up a large rock.
Okay.
So that is going to be. Oh, I almost forgot. The other great sword. I did forget this. The other great sword attack was a 1.
Oh.
Okay. So.
So.
Hit the puppy. Hit the puppy. Hit the puppy.
Yep. So you see him like swing and like just slam into your shoulder, and you're like, oh, you push it back off, and as he comes back up, like a rock slips out from under his foot, and the sword just splatters the dog in front of you.
And stay down in giant.
Who's the good puppy? Good job.
Who's a good boy? Who's a dead puppy?
And you see him pick up and just like.
Sutroth just goes on his tirade of death is inevitable. Okay, here we go.
Okay, but now the one is going to throw the rock at you.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a. Holy crap, it's still a 14 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Okay, yeah, he rolled a 3. And still a 14 to hit.
Damn.
He has a
Yeah.
plus 11?
Giants are freaking ridiculous.
Okay,
man.
that's fair.
So yeah, you see this boulder go just straight past you. Like as he picks the sword back up, you see this boulder go straight in front of your face and just
I'm just kind of...
smash into the wall.
Ooh,
And just
okay,
splinter
everything's
apart.
here.
You're kind of like hit by the shrapnel, but you're okay. So yeah, that's its turn. It can't do much more than that.
Does my shield?
Jaw.
Save me!
More attacks. Gonna shoot for the same guy.
All right. You see the great sword start to come up as you take your 2 shots.
Missing
Avenge me, brother!
first. 21 for the second.
21 hits.
21.
2d12. Ooh, maximum damage. 2 12s. So 23 damage.
How much?
2 12s?
23. I get +1
So
damage.
25.
You said 2 12s, right?
I'm stupid.
That's why we have the human calculator.
Just
All
wait
right,
until we
so-
play Jackbox.
You, seeing your friend in mortal peril, panic, reload, bring your gun back up again, and shift so the next bullet comes into the lock. Pull it up and fire, and it just tings right off the metal. Just cock it again, pull up, and this time you, as another hole gets punched. This time between the arm and the chest, and you see the giant buckle slightly. As he is looking real bad. Okay, Kelpie.
Kelpie.
And that's 2d6. 9 plus 6, so 15.
Wait, did you do the -5 for that one too?
I only added 4 instead of
Got
the
it.
normal 9.
Yeah.
So 9 plus 6. So that's going to be 25 bludgeoning.
Okay. As you roll over, you kind of kick out his. Actually, do you want to put any flair on this?
I want to jump off of Boar's shoulders, then hit it in the face.
Okay, so
Ah, he stabbed me there!
you climb up on the back of the hellhound, the dead hellhound's like, nope, not high enough. You look at the door, like, no, dude. And you run up and like jump off of them and just right on his skull, and you all hear this thunderous crack as you just see blood start seeping down, and he just falls over backwards.
And while I'm falling, my other attack's going to hit the hellhound.
All
With
right, go for it.
gravity!
Go for it.
But you gotta nail the attack.
Yeah, okay,
I
hold on
don't
a second
think you
here.
understand the gravity.
Oh no! A 19! Even only at +4!
I'm just gonna say you kill it. It didn't have that much health left.
Oh.
Yeah, I would have immediately done 15 damage again right off
Yeah,
the bat.
he's
No,
dead.
wait, 9 plus... No, 14 damage, sorry.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Rip.
Okay.
As you come down, the rest of you see hammer, wolf, blood.
I'll give Zorkon some
Sorry,
credit.
hellhound.
Dude's got some style.
Should have used the Pythagorean theorem, bitch.
Okay. That was your action. What do you want to do for your bonus?
I'm gonna heal myself with second wind.
All right.
How much I heal?
I would say you could probably get to about here. You'll be squished in between jaw and the wall, but you might be able to peek around.
She's trying to go up. Above.
Oh, she's trying to go up?
Yeah. Above Zushroth.
No, that's pretty blocked by Zushroth.
Could she stand on top of the dog in front of Boar?
Get all bloody. I don't want to do that.
Well, all right.
I would need her to make a dexterity check, but I would.
No. I don't want to. Can I
One.
see him?
From where you are, you can just barely see like the outline of a shield. Like just barely see the spikes.
Animals.
All right.
He's like, I've been waiting for this moment.
I have prepared.
I will say for let's see.
No.
What do we got? What do we got that's
No.
cave? What?
We are doing
I was gonna give you spiders, but okay.
4 beasts.
We're doing 4
Oh.
beasts. What is the challenge rating on those?
Half or lower.
Okay, I was not prepared for this. Hold on. Everyone, slow your roll. Give me 2 shakes. I saw that.
Oh, I started shaking.
A shake for you.
I love that our minds think alike.
Okay, so as just trying to connect with the mountainous area and trying to pull on that magical essence that comes in contact with your druid ability, you feel something large and just pull on that feeling, and you all see 4 giant goats. I have a boar token, but
I called dibs on riding those. They're mine. Dwarf.
So is it just the medium beast add the goat?
no, it is. There is actually a large beast called giant goat, and I'm adding it to your creatures right now.
So
And
are
there's
each one of
4
those
of them.
tokens 1 or 2?
1.
1.
You know, I'm okay with taking 5. It's all right.
Yeah. Smoke if you got them.
Yeah. I'll pull up my pipe and be like, all right.
You got an extra one? I might.
So
I might start at this point.
all these come into existence right in front of you guys.
Wow. Man.
Where?
Do I actually see that with where I am positioned? Quick question.
You probably
What do
hear
you
them.
see? All you hear is a thunderous "Bah!"
And that shit
Like,
echoes. We're in a cave, people.
You know what a goat sounds like? That sounds really big.
What?
It's less of a bah and more of a brr.
I'm like, Kelpie, what did you do now?
Anyways,
That's a
sound
baritone goat.
upgraded.
That's a baritone.
Sorry, math.
Back off.
You see
You've been
all
a
these
bad
large goats just rush in and just like ding 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 ding, and he's deflecting most of them, but one just happens to like get in between, and like you hear. You can't really see what's happening, but you know it's bad.
It's bad.
Oh,
You just
God.
hear, bah, bah, bah.
Okay, Boar, you're up.
Can I get on the back of a goat and just like grab one of its horns and just start like stabbing over its head?
Okay, so
I do have 40 feet of movement.
Okay, so that's
You need to climb.
10, 5, 20. Make a dex check to see if you can climb up. I'll let you use athletics to climb up on the back.
Okay. Don't fuck me, Iron Sides. Come on. Oh, hell yeah! That would be a 27. I did a fucking
All right.
backflip to get on that bitch.
Yeah, you did it. Okay.
10 points.
It's just like 3 steps and just jump up, right foot on the back, grab hold, and just start fucking stabbing the bitch.
All right, yeah. Go for it.
All right, let's do that one again. 19.
19. Ding! Ding!
Damn. So you have to roll a 20 to hit this fucker. Okay. Can you go ahead and roll me a dexterity save too, please?
Yep.
Natural 20.
Yes. Okay.
What was the dex save?
That counts.
Dex is a 15.
Barely succeeds. Which it's
sorry,
a 1.
buddy.
I don't think I've rolled higher than a 2 on this fucking lightning aura since I got it.
What are you rolling on?
It's a d6.
Oh, wow. Yeah, your d6 sucks.
Yeah. But that was a natural 20 on the stabby stab. So
All right, roll damage.
I think this is the first time I've ever rolled a natural 20 on a stabby stab too. It's all been on Arcana checks. That's a 10 and 5, so 15 plus 5, so 22.
2 points of damage. So you all watch Boar just leap up, lightning arcing off of him as he's like, ding! You all hear the resounding clang as his glaive hits armor, but you just see him just like, you don't hear clang again. This time you feel resistance as you push in and just like almost like twist the blade in because you know you finally hit flesh. You hear
Zutrioth, you're up.
it is going to take its other shield and smash the one that charged it.
Ah!
That's going to be a natural 20.
Oh, fucking course.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was... I wrote down the wrong hit points. What was the other one?
The fire damage?
Yeah, what was it just altogether?
It's 8 fire and...
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I wrote down the wrong number.
I think it was 18 damage total.
Oh, it's still life by 1.
Okay. So I'll put it back. Hold on.
You just hear.
I'm not dead yet.
I'm back.
Okay, I've lost track. It was 19. Then
It dies.
for the crit. Okay.
So I want to go over here, just within touch range of Zorkon.
Okay.
And then I want to cast Cure Wounds on him.
All right.
Are you sure? I'm doing pretty good.
Yes.
Okay.
The man has a plan.
I'm okay with this one.
Heal him for 6, and then I yell over at Boar, "Don't die!" And heal him for, where's my D4?
Oh, can you do?
Heal him for 4.
Oh yeah.
Healing word.
It's cantrip.
No, it's just...
It's not a cantrip, but it's a
bonus
bonus action.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh, I just realized I had something else. All right. Well, go ahead.
All right.
Next time.
Eluin. Zorkon, you're on deck.
I had a plan, then the goats came in, and my plan got fucked.
Well, get a new plan.
45.
What can I make? I want to
55,
back to the board.
60. You could make it on top of one of the boards with an acrobatics check, but you won't be able to get all the way to the giant.
Okay.
Come on, Ellie, join me. Plenty of goats.
Can I get to the furthest one from him, the top one?
Yeah, make a dex check for me. See if you get up on top of it.
Oh, a dex check, you say, huh?
Acrobatics.
Huh?
Acrobatics. Sorry.
Acrobatics. For the love of God, nothing. I want for the once. Give me not single digits, please. Ask and I shall receive an 18.
All right, so Boar, as you're like just grinding your glaive into the fire giant, you look over and you see you had some trouble getting up on the goat. You're having to like grab onto fur and swing over, but you just see Eliwin like bounce between two of the goats and like leap on top of it, like. Hi.
I rolled a 27 to get on top of that goat.
Oh, sorry, I thought you rolled like a 16.
No.
Well, Boar went straight gold medal gymnastics on that bitch.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Your technique was more like rock climbing, just like tugging on fur as you like quickly climb up. His was like bouncing between the goats, almost like the goat himself.
You just hear, meh, 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 meh.
Show off.
I didn't think I would
So
hit.
finding your footing on the goat, pulling back, release. What's the damage?
1d8 plus 5. 1d8 plus 5. That shall be 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
Not bad.
All right. So, Boar, rise, you're pulling your glaive back out. You see an arrow boom, right in between the shields. Ugh!
Good shot.
Did I hit it?
Yup.
Boris just grinding his glaive and just nice.
All right, Zorkon.
Like right here.
All right.
Where? Right there. Seeing a bunch of magically conjured goats, one person riding them after doing a 10-point landing, the other one also doing a 9.5 landing. I'm gonna like, meh. Can I search the fire giant?
Yeah.
You know what?
They got this.
You find in his giant's bag a large cast iron case.
Oh yeah, the money. I forgot why we were doing this.
Well, the third one gets to charge without backing up. The other two can back up and ram at him. One of them might die.
No, we'll just ram.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming the middle boar is the one that can charge, right?
No, it's the one Eluin's on, the one on the side, because he had to go around the other two.
Ellie, you want to go for a ride?
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
First a deer, now a goat. I
Yeah.
am writing things I should not be writing.
So you feel standing on the goat, you feel the muscles tense, and you're like, huh, and grab onto the horns instinctively as it starts charging around the other two.
I guess I have
Mom's wrecking shit with goats.
14.
14, yeah, cling right into the shield, and Eluin like, ugh, ugh.
Sorry, Ellie!
Fuck you.
And then I get one more to charge?
The other two.
No,
can
the
back
other two
up.
we're just ramming. We're just ramming.
Okay. Okay. I was just checking. I think that's later on. In your
I think
levels.
that's very high up. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you take 1 point of fire damage as you're scorched a bit, but it's nothing bad.
Ow.
Zutroth.
All right, I go between the goats.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Thank fuck. All right.
Yeah.
So then, I got a new trick.
How dare you?
I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite.
Ooh.
Okay.
What?
And
Heresy.
I will make two attacks. At
Well,
the-
you're not. Oh yeah, you
What
are.
do you mean I'm
You're
not
in
in
range. Yeah, you're in range. Sorry.
He's like, what
the
you
diagonal.
mean,
That
Ray?
diagonal was messing me up. You're good.
All right, first to hit is 20. Not nat.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Go, Zuzu!
So, 1d8 plus 4.
I believe in magic.
So there's 8 piercing damage.
8 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, that was a really good one.
And 2d8 thunder damage.
Was it
4.
2 ones?
Lightning and the thunder.
I feel you on that one.
Okay. So,
Bye bye.
Eluin and Boar, as you're both like just harrying this thing on top of your goats, he doesn't notice as Zucha, in between his shields, lights up his rapier with more divine energy and just stabs
Not divine.
stabs up through his shin, and you all just hear this poof as and looks down, sees you, and just starts to raise a shield to smash you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking bad as another arrow sinks in. He's looking tired. Bonus action? Okay. Zorkon.
Actually,
Oh,
What?
can I Misty Step?
what, you're gonna get on my goat?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Get your own goat.
They're my goats, bitch.
So Boar, as you're stabbing, you hear poof right behind you. Look over, and Eluin's behind you with the bow.
Get your own goat.
That one was broken almost.
It is looking pretty bad. Zorkon!
I want to hit the locked strongbox and break it open. I'm just gonna look over. Lightning. That's new. Strongbox. That's even more new.
Alright, make an attack against the strongbox.
Oop, didn't go into the case. Oh no! Yeah, it's over 20.
Okay. Bing! And you just see coins flow out of it.
You guys remember the intro to Guardians of the Galaxy 2? He's Groot.
It's been a while, so I have to go back and watch that scene. But yeah.
Groot's dancing and everyone's fighting in the background. He's just tink tink.
He's also younger at that time.
True.
So what do I find, Mr. DM?
About 500 worth of gold.
Okay. Anything else in the box, or just 500?
Nope.
Is
Just
it?
500
We
gold.
don't get to keep that.
Yes, we do.
That's
This
the
one's not
wages. We're supposed to be recovering the wages for the builders.
That was the iron case. This was a locked strongbox.
It's an iron wrought strong box.
It's the same thing. It's what we're here to get.
Oh, so there were two things that had wages in them?
There was only
What?
the one.
No, you said there was a large cast iron case and then a large locked strongbox.
No, they were the same thing.
Killing me here. Okay, well, I guess I just wasted my attack on something that I thought was different!
I
Should have
knew-
been
Sorry,
paying
I
attention. We
thought
all
knew
got
what it
that.
was.
I didn't
You're
get
the only
that.
one that didn't know what it was.
Well, because I wrote them all down. He said one and he said another, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is different. So I guess I'm gonna just leave back against the box and do nothing.
I mean, there was a dented metal helmet.
No, that I got.
And then remembering the one who stabbed him in the shin's gonna look at Zutroth and try to smash you with his shield. That's only going to be 15.
No.
Yeah!
Boom! As you duck out of the way.
Oh.
Guess what's coming, buddy? Thunder's coming!
It is your turn.
All right.
Thunder.
You already know what spell I'm casting. Thunder Smite.
Go for it. He ain't looking good.
Yar.
Good.
Just see thunder, 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 thunder.
Thunder, 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 thunder.
So one of them is a 12 to hit, doesn't hit. The other one is a 20 to hit, not nat.
That does hit.
All right.
All right. Oh man, he is not looking good.
Come on.
Well, DM, I have a question.
What?
Does that count as flanking? Because Zutrioth was the last one that attacked him, and he's head on.
Flanking is when you're on two direct opposite sides.
It's direct opposite. All right, I tried.
It's okay.
What's that? What, give me advantage on the hit?
Yeah.
Sneak attack.
If
damage,
it
I thought.
was flank or actually, you get sneak attack. He's within melee with him. He doesn't need to be flanking. He just needs to have a friend in melee.
Hey! Not yet. He gets sneak attack damage though.
6. How do you want to do this?
Hey! Fuck yeah! You got me with the nat 20s. I got you with the sneak attack.
Can I run around it, slice its Achilles heel, right? When it's
Okay.
on the ground, stab it right through the eyes.
Okay. So as it's pulling its shield back up from trying to smash Zutroth, you duck under the shield, stab it in the Achilles tendon, bringing it down. And as its head bows a little, from clutching the ankle, you just right up through the eye, and it like stops, shudders, and then falls face first. And you just duck
Yay,
out
we
of
did
the way.
something!
That's my second giant.
That's true.
This giant off of me.
Alright,
Oh
and
man.
we are out of combat.
Yay! Kelby wants to loot it.
I'm still under combat.
Oh man. Whew.
All right. So, looting the
That
second
could've gone
giant,
better.
as I believe someone mentioned.
Help me.
Kelby,
Kelpie's just
you
like throwing us aside. Mine!
I'll go ahead and change the screen back. Well done. Good work.
Hellhounds.
If you stay for another day, well, we would gladly throw a feast in your honor for this, and afterwards I would gladly give some of my more experienced riders to take you wherever you need to go.
Well,
Only if there's ham.
I was about to say, is there ham?
Ham could be provided.
And we are heading towards Citadel Felbar. Is that someplace we can get to quickly?
Aye. It'll take about a day's flight for the Griffins to make it, but should make it by sundown.
What about the horses?
Yeah, can we shack up our horses here for a little while?
I don't see a problem with it. We'll keep them in the garrison stable.
But
think-
Rory?
You think Rory will like that?
But Rory.
Can your Griffins carry a horse? Yes, the check!
Dude, Rory's gonna fucking hate us.
Tablets of Goog.
All I'm gonna hear Kelpie listening to the whole way down is like, oh God, please no!
I mean, it'll slow your travel down to about 2 days, but it should be possible. We'll have to hook up some sort of harness for it.
Let's leave him with some other horses for a little bit.
Kelpie, do you really want to bring...
Instead of terrorizing him.
I mean, because
You
we won't be able to
guys
bring
don't have to
Duke.
hear him complain. It's really funny.
Yeah, but we can't even
Wait.
bring Duke either,
The
so...
horse complains?
Yes, Rory complains a lot.
Yeah, she's got that necklace thing. Lets her talk to shit.
You see Arthas and his wife, Lady Fenris, seated at the head of the table with seats for you reserved by their side as guests of honor. At this point, two girls, two small human children, run into the feast hall. One waving around a toy wand and the other a wooden sword, and start playing knight and mage. As Arthurus laughs, he says, "Ah, my daughters, Levincia and Erles. One wants to train to be a knight and the other a mage, so she might bother you, as she might be very enamored with any tales you can tell."
Do you mind if
Of
I
course.
go and, play with them, let them have a monster to fight?
Be my guest.
I'll just go, I'm gonna get you.
The girls look up, look a little bit confused, but then realize that you're playing with them, and they both laugh and start to. One seems to cast spells at you, and the other kind of like stabs at you with her sword.
Murder! Ah, my arm! It's just kind of.
So, anyone else?
I'll just keep playing with the kids until they're told to go to bed or whatever.
All right. Eventually, like an hour or so pass, and even you're getting tired, and they're still bundles of energy, but they are eventually called off by their mother to bed.
Thank you.
Bedtime Boar just falls over.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, I hope this feast has all been to your liking. And once again, you have my thanks. The riders shall be ready for you first thing in the morning.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you. The
I'm
feast
gonna
was
carry-
very well prepared.
I'm gonna carry Boar up to our room. Come on, big guy. You have been a monster long enough.
I want to take a nap.
I grab one arm and help you drag.
Sorry, Kelpie, what'd you say?
Nom nom nom.
Oh, nom nom nom.
the side of the mountain carved great dwarven faces, and two grim dwarven faces even are carved into the largest towers. You see a large gateway rising out of the side of the mountain, where you see large glowing ruins carved into it as you swoop closer. They dive around the recess to show friendly, even with the scorpions and catapults following, and then land on the other side of the stone bridge. This is where we leave you. We're not allowed to land on the other side of the bridge to give outsiders undue passage. Good luck, and may you find whatever you're searching for.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
lads.
Thanks again.
So we're in Felbar now?
You're on the other side of the bridge that leads to the gate to Felbar.
Changing the background.
I'm actually curious to see what background you have for this one.
It's kind of hidden by the DM's fat head, but, you know.
4 dies instantly that day, and no more cards.
Falls off the bridge,
Gate
lands in the ice, and dies.
So you are standing on this elevated stone road. It's 100-foot drop on either side with a gate and 2 large battlement towers in front of you. What do you want to do?
Seeing as how this is unfamiliar territory to me, I defer to Zorkon. Yeah.
Zorkon, you're up, bud.
Woo! I'm gonna run up to the gate. I don't even care. I'm excited.
As you do,
Ching, 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 ching.
as you do, two heads poke over the side, one from each battlement. Hell! Where's your business?
I have something for the king and queen. I'm gonna pull out my letter. This is something I've wanted to see for so long.
It's very impressive.
Come on, guys.
Looks like a copy.
I'm right behind him.
Bitch, I will twist your nippers off.
The elves did it better, bitch.
All right. So are you all going across the bridge with Zorkon and Boar?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see Ja. Like, you okay there? What's wrong?
No.
It's okay.
You cold,
Come
bud?
on.
It's just Zorkon, people.
Yeah, it's just
Just
more
not
of me.
Honestly, you won't be able to tell the difference between the men and the women.
Oh, that's kind of harsh.
Well, I mean, if you're
No.
used to seeing the differences, you can.
Are
but
they
from
both
an outsider?
all ugly?
I'm going to talk to Kelpie and Draconic.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to take your headphones off.
Technically,
He said we don't have to
Alright.
take them off.
Kelpie, are you okay?
I don't want to go across this bridge.
Neither do I.
And I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna sit there with one arm. I'm like, don't want to go across the bridge, huh?
It's scary.
It's okay. I understand. But it is dwarven engineering. Come on. They're probably better at it than I am, and I'm pretty good.
I mean, you're okay.
All right, fine. I'm okay.
So we see this conversation and Zorkon getting a little bit pissed off at Kelpie. Can we
I'm already 30 feet down. I'm already 30 feet going. I'm gone. Fuck you. I did not wait. I did not wait.
So while everyone's having this conversation, Boar just happens to look over and just see Eluin distantly.
just a
Let's see
stack?
Fine.
Let's see how far he gets.
Go. But I am not happy.
It's
Neither
okay.
am I.
You don't have to be happy. You just have to.
Is
Well, you don't really have to be anything. Let's go.
okay, never mind.
So you get to the next gate, and these just open automatically, seeing the first ones open for you, and you're admitted into the courtyard. And you get a closer look at these gates. As you cross the courtyard to the gate, you see Zorkon. Actually, does anyone else speak Dwarvish? Dwarvish?
No.
Okay, Zorkon, you know that these are special dwarven ruins, and you don't really know the magic behind them, but based on the translation, you know if anyone tried to enter these by force, it would cause a lot of pain. A lot of pain.
So much pain.
I guess I'm gonna point while you're telling me all this. I'm also gonna point at these and let people I'm gonna statically let people know all about this dwarven stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Zorkon, are they gonna be pissed at me?
You'll be fine. You're with me.
All right.
Now, any other day, yes, you would probably be killed on sight.
That is unfortunate.
Yes, I know, but welcome to the wonderful world that we live in.
Maybe I should see if I can get something that'll make dwarves not attack me on sight.
Grow a beard, that's what I did.
I have a beard.
I know, it's just, it could be a little better.
I can't just sneeze and make it grow 4 inches, man. I'm working on it.
Well, it's about 7 gold apiece.
That's fine, I gotcha. I'm gonna lick him the gold. Or not flick him, sorry, hand him the gold.
Lick him?
I heard lick him the gold.
I'm gonna lick him.
Me too.
1,
I just
2.
realized I'm probably not gonna fit on these beds, am I?
I'm gonna look over to the innkeeper. Anything we might be able to do about Big and Green?
And big and
We got some accommodations I can give them whenever the bigger folk pass through.
Greatly appreciated.
Yep.
So 3, so
6 times 7.
I'm
What?
aware.
6 times 7.
7 gold apiece.
3
rooms.
Oh,
rooms.
3 rooms. Never mind. I'm bad at math. Why are you listening to me?
I mean,
You're all idiots.
bored. Shut up.
6 times 7, duh!
Duh.
Fucking idiot. 6 times 7, dude.
Alright.
21?
Y'all look like y'all been on the road for a while, so we do have baths if you need them.
See, I told you, Boar.
Boy!
Bunch of bored.
Dwarven engineering.
How hot does it get, water? I'm perfectly fine sharing mine.
You can see my dwarven glory.
Not
It's
him.
probably as small as you are.
I'm sure it's not much.
Damn.
It's okay.
I'll go with Zutrioth if he wants me to. If he's okay with that.
I'm boiling this water, just so you know. So
That's fine.
be advised.
That's fine.
I can heal the burns after.
That's fine. I'm thick-skinned.
Alright. I head over to
Alright, so
bathrooms.
Kelpie
So-
pays 4 gold for John herself.
okay,
I pay 4 gold for
but
me.
it's 2 gold a bath, so you don't have to pay per
I pay
person.
2 gold for me and Zorkon.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Since
I
he
was
bought
gonna say,
the
if you already
rooms.
paid, then...
A dwarf and an elf taking a bath. Who would have guessed? But I'm totally alright with it.
Ooh, removed.
Never thought I'd take a bath side by side with an elf.
How about with a friend? It just makes it more.
Wow. You guys dug deep for that reference. I mean, well played to you. Cheers.
Good God, guys.
I know, right?
Alright,
So,
so
Can Kelpie put flowers in your beard?
No.
Kelpie does it anyway.
can
She
Kelpie
wasn't
just know?
asking. She was telling.
I mean, fair enough.
She laid out her plans in the form of a question.
You can always do that to me.
You don't have a beard!
I know.
Or hair.
Oh, you're cutting him deep. So do I need to make a check or something to see if he just scalds me and I come out like a sunburned, like, cucumber or something?
We'll have a red
I'm
order.
setting it pretty much as hot as it can go. Without, like, literally melting Boar.
You guys look so cool.
I mean, it hurt. It stings a bit. It's kind of like it's like a hot tub on high.
That means it's working.
Burn the grime off of him.
If you won't wash it, burn it.
Purge the unclean.
Yep. I grab my room, and whoever decides to go in it.
Eliween, where you at?
If anyone.
The Dragonborn hates when I sleep with Kelpie, so I'm gonna fucking.
I sleep.
Do you
Oh,
think
he's
I
aware.
fucking care? Do you think I care?
Come snuggle, Ellie.
Okay, I'll come snuggle.
All right, I get the room to myself again. Oh, can I? I just realized. What's the window situation?
I mean, there's not one where you can see.
Oh no, the myth is gonna be broken.
I mean,
Well, we won't know that.
There's not, I'll say this: there's not one in your room, but the way the inn is carved into the side of the cavern, you did see one before you went in.
Okay, cool.
The legend lives
So
on.
like it's in the hallway with all the rooms. So like in the morning, everyone just hears. All right.
he's gonna do badly and then break everything.
All right.
All right, so everybody gets a good night's rest, I'm guessing.
Yep. Everyone finds rest, and you all wake up the next morning. I'll say, Zutroth, you run up and down the hallways until you find the one window. Make your dex check.
He's got to fuel his addiction. She's like,
You said
Fuck.
you look
Oh,
out
no.
the window first.
Fuck.
oh no.
7.
Oh,
Oh no.
Boar, as you're getting up, you hear, "Found it!" and ow! Zutroth, you take
was that
6
Zutra?
points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
So as I'm still laying on the ground, I just like and lay on hands myself for 6.
Anyone does not care.
What are we looking at for food up over in here?
They actually it's mostly meat for breakfast.
I am okay with this.
Oh no.
You bite into it and you kind of taste it, it's like, that's not meat I've had before.
Is it bad?
No, it tastes great.
What is this?
Very
I'm
well
gonna-
seasoned.
I'm gonna surprise John with dwarven ham.
He looks at you and is like, I believe that was brought in from the Underdark earlier this week. What did they say it was? I think they said it was some kind of troll.
Trolls taste this good?
And the way we season them, they do.
Damn, good
Well,
on you.
usually.
Seaport, everything's better with dwarves.
You know, I'm starting to lean more and more on your side of the field here.
I know.
I mean, your doorways could use a little work, but other than that,
He leans over to Zorkon and he just whispers, "I'm just messing with them. It's goat."
Oh, okay. I kind of figured.
does Boar hear this? Because otherwise, he's gonna try fucking troll later on.
Make a perception check.
Aw, sadly, that was a good roll.
No,
Damn.
You hear
it's
it. He's like,
18.
"Oh." Yeah, 18. You hear it.
I'm still gonna try it.
Gives him an idea.
Yeah, why not?
Alright.
We're
Give
bound
the
to run into a
dumpers
troll
an
again
idea.
eventually.
Uh-oh.
I'm not eating troll.
It's okay.
Is there any place I can go and buy your spices just so I can experiment?
Large tapestries cover the hallways as you enter, showing great dwarven battles against the half-orc. The orc hordes from the north. Some from the Silver Marches, some from long ages past, thousands of years ago.
I want one.
You want one? Put it in the bag, you're gonna lose it.
You're eventually marched into a large chamber. You see a large raised dais with 2 golden and mithril thrones, shining gold and silver.
It's too perfect.
Am I gonna have to carry you?
Yes.
You see balconies at different parts where you see well-dressed dwarves, some in shining mithril armor, others in battle robes with huge pauldrons and piecemeal above their wizard and sorcerer robes, all seeming to have some sort of high standing within this court. Sitting on top of the thrones, you see a very serious-faced dwarf with a large golden crown with 3 diamonds on top.
There'll be no taking.
He seems younger. He's probably only about twice Zorkon's age, so probably pushing 120 at the most.
What's the beard situation look like?
Long, dark beard, braided with gold and jewels braided
Flowers?
into the beard.
So,
yeah, very kingly garments, and on his side, next to his throne, is a gold and mithril set of armor, jewel encrusted and gleaming. You see most of it. The under is mithril, and the gold is leafed over as decoration. On the other throne sits a female dwarf. Even for those of you who don't really know standards of dwarven beauty, you can tell that she is held in high esteem. Very well dressed, and even more armor on her than there is on him. A matching set of armor to her side as well, and another crown of gold and 3 jewels on top.
What's her beard situation?
She does not have a beard, but there's long, flowing, dark locks with red highlights in them. You are brought forward and presented, and it's like, my liege, my lady, we have brought them. And you see the king. Thank you. That will be all.
I'm gonna bow in respect.
Okay. Zorkon bows. The rest of you bow.
I take a knee. Solidarity.
I took a quick
Kelpie
bow.
does like a
Curtsy.
Curtsy.
just kind of stand there, kind of hands on hips, and go.
He kind of chuckles at you. And you can you notice now that there was a axe leaning on a lean-to against the queen's throne, and now she's twirling it while kind of glaring at Boar.
My apologies, sir. I bow to no creature.
That was the female?
I'm speaking to the king that everyone else is bowing to.
Yeah. Okay. Jaw, what are you doing?
Curtsy.
I'm gonna look at John and be like,
down! Get
I
down on your knees! Get down!
heal, boy, heal!
both knees and just like completely bow and worship him.
What?
Wow.
He seems
Like-
he seems a bit like confused by this action. And the queen at this point chuckles at you instead. Please rise. I hear you have word from our good friend Gellerin Fohammer.
I do. I guess I'll pull out the super wrap thing and slowly walk it up to him.
Well, but you take a few steps, and a courier comes out and takes it from you and takes it up. He breaks the seal and unfolds it. I see. Well, first and foremost, you have our thanks. Gellerin is a close friend of ours, and as you can see, a fine craftsman.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna pull out my hammer and twirl it. It's like, doesn't make anything better.
I'll gesture at the greatsword over my shoulder.
I see you bear his gifts as well. Well, I find it within me to give you more gifts for your bravery against the giants and for helping a dear friend of mine.
What?
As he motions to another courier, he runs off.
Your generosity is extremely appreciated.
Did we get their names?
We did kill 2 other ones while we were on our way here, so that's
Oh,
4 down.
I'm sorry.
A lot to go.
It's so rude of us. My name's Zorkon. The big green gentleman is Boar. Our
Roger.
pink tiefling is Kelpie. Our purple dragon is Ja. The red one.
Fire
Ganassi.
Ganassi.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with the races. Our Ganassi is Zutroth, and our stealthy elf here is Aliwin.
Well met, all. I have.
Got
I
his
have it
name
already.
tag.
Look up real quick.
I am
Yeah.
looking for my
I
name.
am
My name.
Oh, servants, what is my name?
servant.
My name is King Morin. And this is my queen, Tifmel. I find myself curious, Zorkon. You have not named your clan.
The clan none the wiser.
At this point, the entire hall, you've heard mutterings between people, between some of the counselors in court. The entire hall goes silent. At this point, you notice that the queen, who hasn't said anything at this point, has been just kind of glancing over you all with a disinterested eye. Face immediately hardens into a hateful glare toward you, Zorkon.
Uh-oh.
She gets up, picks up her axe, looks at Morin, and just leaves the hall.
I apologize if I have offended.
At this point, Morin, the weight of the world seems to settle on Morin. This is not a matter to be discussed here. The court is dismissed. If you would, follow me. As he gets up and gestures to a side hallway, as the entire court now is in a frenzy of muttering, and as they leave the hall. Do you follow?
Oh, of course.
I follow.
I'm not leaving Zorkon's side while we're here, basically.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
You follow him with a guard to another room. As he opens, he looks at the guard. Privacy, please. As you will, my liege. As he goes inside, you will follow in.
Yeah,
Definitely.
You find yourself in a large study, and he sits in a chair, and he sits around a long table, and sits on one side and gestures for you to occupy the seats on the other side.
Sure.
So, Zorkon of Clan None the Wiser.
Yes.
I will admit that is not a clan name I have heard in half a lifetime for myself. As a clan name I honestly hoped I would never hear again.
Well, I apologize. To be
Tell
honest.
me, you are either severely uninformed or a great fool.
Probably the first one.
The fool is me.
Yeah, I keep around for that one. I kind of didn't stay in any of the citadels. I've been kind of out on my own for a little while and live with my father outside of the cities for quite some time as well.
And your father still lives in the crags on the outskirts of the Gultgrim?
Sorry, I gotta look at the map real quick.
That would be a yes, by the way.
Yes.
I see. Is he well?
The last I checked, he is.
Well, despite his unfortunate history, I do wish him no harm. But you will be unsurprised, I hope, to find that your presence and reminder of his history is not a welcome thought.
So, I obviously hear stories, but there's a lot that I don't know. And from what you're telling me, there's probably something that I should know.
I'm assuming he did, from what you say, he did say of his involvement in the War of the Silver Marches.
Yes. But only generic stories, really. No specifics.
Well, I guess I should start from the beginning. Clan None the Wiser is among what is known, or what was known as the Heralds of Thunder.
All right.
They were a group of clans, many small due to the effort they always put into the wars that befell the Dwarven race. But they date back to our very beginning, some 3,000 years ago. Before the War of the Silver, during the War of the Silver Marches, the Heralds of Thunder were entrusted with one of our greatest artifacts, the Hammer of Thunderbolts.
I feel like I've heard of that before.
You should. Your father wielded it in battle.
He didn't name it, but he described it.
It was a great artifact, also dating back to the very founding of the first Dwarven Kingdom. When the Dwarven race first created their kingdoms, there were a great many kings, all under the High King. One in particular stood out. He was named the Lord of Thunder.
All right.
Sorry, I find this note. There it is.
No, you're good. I'm writing as much of this down as I can.
The first Lord of Thunder was a dwarf, name lost to the eons past, but he uncovered the artifact. Some say he uncovered it, some say he made it himself, and with it wielded a great and terrible power. Some said he could smash a giant with one swing.
You
I could use that.
Unfortunately, as eons passed and as the hammer was passed down from lord to lord, the secret to truly unlocking the hammer's power was lost. However, there were some among the first dwarves, the first clans, none the wiser being one of them, who were his heralds, his fighting elite of the Lord of Thunder. After the last Lord of Thunder passed away, without passing on the secret to the hammer, the heralds then became the keepers of what became one of our most sacred dwarven artifacts. As you might have guessed, membership to the heralds is hereditary. And the captain is whoever can wield the hammer the easiest. Your grandfather was the captain of the Heralds of Thunder before your father. He passed in the War of the Silver Marches. The responsibility was then passed down to your father, who rose to the ranks and soon became captain of the Heralds himself.
I see.
Unfortunately, that is where the better end of the tale ends.
I see.
After the War of the Silver Marches, when we became victorious, King Brunor Battlehammer of Mithril Hall took it upon himself to reclaim the Galtgrim, one of our lost and mighty fortresses, overrun by orcs, Duergar, and beasts of all manner. The king before me, King Imrys, went with him, and the Heralds of Thunder, honor bound, followed after. Unfortunately, as the Heralds of Thunder were spearheading a mission into the lower depths of the Galtgrim, trying to push forces back into the Underdark, there was an ambush. No one other than Felgrain knows the details. but he had to make a choice. His men or the hammer. Every one of those, he chose his men. An honorable choice.
Agreed.
But unfortunately, the hammer is viewed by the Dwarven race as more important than any one life. All of those men went into battle knowing that they would each give their lives to make sure the hammer did not fall into the wrong hands. And this, Felgrain went against his mission and orders and abandoned the hammer. So while his men lived, his honor was disgraced forever. And while we will not execute a member of an honorable clan, of a vaulted and noble clan, especially one with only himself and his heir left, for I believe you were but a small child when this happened, we could not let him escape without punishment. So he was exiled forever. Now, I do have another matter to speak with you. These fire giants that you've very well done, I might say, taking care of.
All of us
have been increasing in their rate and their bravery. We fear that the iron slag in the mountains north of here might be seeing occupation for the first time in, well, millennia.
You think that's where they're coming from?
That's my fear, and if that is true, then that means they are trying to restart the forge there in hopes of cranking out war machines that have not been seen since the wars of giants and dragons. There are tales and accounts long past of a large autonomous engine spanning almost taller than giants themselves, completely made out of adamantine, and able to take down dragons in single combat.
Well, those,
if that is what they are trying to revive, then
those first two fire giants had a device, and they were definitely looking for this.
If you would be so kind as to go up there and investigate, I would reward handsomely for any information you can bring back, or even taking care of the threat itself.
What was the name of that place again? The place with the forge?
The Iron Slag.
Is that the only machine of its kind, or are there more like it?
That is the only machine that I'm aware of, and it was a mighty beast all on its own.
So you wouldn't rule out.
That is true. In fact, if you return with news that whatever threat is brewing in Iron Slag is terminated, I have a parcel of land in the Silver Marches. I'll build you a tower and keep all your own.
Look at Jaw bouncing.
Fuck the island. It's all dirt.
That'd be greatly appreciated. We can take this if everyone is in accordance.
Well, Fohammer taught me a little bit, but I'm willing to bet money you probably have smiths here that are as equal talented or almost on his level. If you might be able to take a look at our group's weapons and gear and see if there's anything that they might be able to do, it would be unfathomably appreciated. And I have a project that I might require your help with.
I can have some of the... I tell you what. He goes over to a smaller desk and takes out some paper and an inkwell and writes a letter of recommendation of his own. And that's any of the more vaulted smiths, and they will gladly help.
thank you so much for your kindness, even after finding out some of my family's history.
Like we said, while your history, well, your father's history in particular is unfortunate, I will not hold the sins of the father against his son. And I still remember what you did for Fohammer and the town of Trivor. He goes over and opens the door and talks to someone and comes back with a small cloth, with a bundle of small cloth, and opens it, and you see two small figurines that are golden, carved in the shape of lions. These are, he looks at them. These are from the treasury itself. Figurines of wondrous power.
Means no, Kelpie. Put them back down.
I love that it was silent this time too.
I just see like Zorkon head down and then just like Kelpie like go out and then immediately just no.
Pardon my ignorance, Your Majesty, but can I ask what they're?
He takes one of them. He takes one of them and
Eats it.
tosses it on the ground and says "roar," and it changes into an actual lion.
Golden or an actual creature?
Can Kelby go
No,
and hide
it
it?
becomes a living lion.
Ow. Well,
Can Kelby go pet it?
Yeah, it's totally docile to you and
Huh?
friendly.
Kelby's
Thank
just
you.
like,
Can it turn back?
Roar as it.
oh.
I'm gonna take one and hand it to Kelpie and put the other one in a pocket of my own.
Kelpie puts her duck on the ground.
Pick up the duck and take it.
Wait! Put in the bag, you'll lose it.
No.
All right. Well, Thank
Your
you so much.
Majesty.
Kelpie just hugs the lion.
Sorry, Zutrioth.
thank you so much for your hospitality. Definitely has not gone unnoticed.
Well,
What time? I mean, are we underground? Can we even tell what time of day it is?
You can't, but there, you can tell from the hustle and bustle. It's probably about getting close to midday.
Lunch.
lunch it is.
Okay.
Lunch. We'll see if we can find any forages that can help us out. Rest up for the night and see if we can resume our work.
Sounds good to me.
I would like to look for a magic shop.
Well, it's
right.
a good thing we're in Dwarven districts.
So, as you all go off to find food and plan for errands, that's where we're gonna stop for tonight.
I didn't hear it, so it didn't happen. We're going.
I didn't.
That's all this, and I'm like, well, it's over.
Oh man.
Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed as much as we did.